What does wrestling mean to you?
Well, I mean, wrestling, it's an individual sport and it's also a team sport. So what it means to me is you can do really well as an individual, but without the team, winning, it really means nothing.
How long have you been wrestling, and do you plan to continue in college?
So I've been wrestling for 2 years now, and I have a D3 coach looking at me at Castleton, so possibly continuing.
If you could describe Ledyard sports in general, how would you describe them?
Really successful. I mean, look at anywhere between our cross-country team to our wrestling team, which is really good.
What will you miss the most?
Well, I mean, I'll miss just the coaching in general. I mean, you have a ton of coaches here who actually really care for you and that they've seen you grow and they've helped you. And I just don't think you get that fully at the college level.
How has wrestling impacted your life?
Well, I mean, physically I've dropped 30 pounds since football season, so that's great. It's made me faster. It's a family atmosphere too, so just mentally it's been a good impact also.
What was the hardest thing to overcome?
Earning the starting spot really this year. Me and Chris Clyde and Tanner Daggett were going at it, and finally I came over top. He beat me a couple times, I beat him a couple times, so it's great to have the spot.
What's a piece of advice you would give to anyone who wants to try out?
Keep trying. When things aren't going your way, you always have another period, so it's a great sport.
How do you want your teammates to remember you?
I wanted them to remember you as the first year starter who's won a state championship. That'd be great.
What was your proudest moment?
So my proudest moment was at the Bristol Central tournament when I beat the New Fairfield heavyweight twice after he pinned me a week earlier.
What does track mean to you?
Well, what track means to me is that it's an individual sport within a team sport, because in the end, your biggest competition is yourself. So throughout the year, you just kind of want to better your time. So I think that's what the best thing about track is, and that's what it means to me.
How long have you been involved?
Well, I run cross country all 4 seasons, but I joined track as a sophomore, so I've been doing it for 3 seasons.
Do you wish to continue in college?
Not indoor track, but cross country. I will be running next year, so that'll be fun.
If you could describe Ledyard sports in general, how would you describe them?
Oh, well, in general, I think that the Ledyard sports program is really good. We have a lot of a good coaching staff, really good athletes, and the support from all the fans is really awesome too.
What will you miss the most?
I will definitely miss my team and the meets. The meets were a lot of fun. I mean, they lasted all day, but it was just a really good atmosphere.
How has doing track impacted your life?
Well, overall, it's gotten me in shape a lot for my other sports, and in general, it's given me it's broadened up my horizons. I've been able to do more things with it. I've met more friends, and it's just made me into a better athlete.
What was the hardest thing to overcome?
Well, for me, the hardest thing to overcome throughout the seasons were getting cramps when I was running because they really hurt, but you just kind of had to push through them.
What is a piece of advice you would give to anyone who wants to join?
I would say that you have to be motivated, definitely motivated to do track, because it's a lot of hard work and effort, and you also have to be able to carry sports and schoolwork, so you have to be good with time management.
How do you want your teammates to remember you?
Well, I want to be remembered as a good leader, a dedicated person, someone who pushes others to do well.
What was your proudest moment?
Definitely sophomore year, my first year doing track, when my 4x800 relay team made it to states, because it was a really big deal because we were all sophomores.